Once upon a time, in a quiet mountain town, there lived a 27-year-old man named Arjun. He worked as a clerk in a small office. From the outside, everything looked fine. A stable job, a small house, and good health. But inside, Arjun was exhausted. His mind never stopped talking. He was always replaying old mistakes, old arguments, old regrets. And when he wasn't trapped in the past, he was worrying about the future. The bills, his job, his aging parents. Every night, his thoughts followed him like shadows. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't rest. It felt like his head was carrying a mountain. One day, his friend said to him, "Arjun, you should go and meet the monk who lives near the waterfall. People say he helps troubled minds find peace." Arjun hesitated, but the pain in his heart was too heavy to ignore. So the next morning, he began his journey up the hill. After walking for hours, he finally reached a small hut near a crystal-clear waterfall. An old monk sat there washing a clay pot. His movements were slow, peaceful, almost like a dance. Arjun bowed and said, "Master, my mind never rests. I feel trapped inside my own thoughts. I just want peace. Please help me." The monk smiled gently and said, "Come with me." He took Arjun to the riverbank. There, he picked up a small empty basket and handed it to him. "Fill this basket with pebbles," he said. "One pebble for every worry that comes to your mind." Arjun started picking up pebbles. He thought about his past, his failures, the things he wished he hadn't said. He picked pebbles. Then he thought about his future, job insecurity, money, loneliness. He picked more. Soon, the basket was full and heavy. The monk said, "Now carry this basket and walk to that tree at the top of the hill." Arjun began to climb. The path was rough and the basket heavy. His arms ached, but he kept going. By the time he reached the top, he was drenched in sweat and panting hard. The monk, who had quietly followed, asked, "How do you feel?" Arjun said, "Tired. It feels like I'm carrying a mountain." The monk nodded. "That basket," he said, softly, "is your mind. Every pebble is a thought, a regret, a fear, a what if. You carry them every day, everywhere. No wonder you feel so heavy." Arjun looked down at the basket, then at the valley below. The monk continued, "Now throw one pebble away." Arjun threw one. "Now another," the monk said. He kept throwing one by one, watching the pebbles fall into the wind. As the basket grew lighter, something strange happened. His heart felt lighter too. When the basket was empty, the monk said, "Peace is not the absence of thoughts, my son. It is the choice not to carry them all. When you learn to put down what doesn't belong to this moment, your mind becomes free, like the sky above us." Arjun stood there, the cool wind touching his face, the sound of the waterfall echoing below. For the first time in years, his mind was quiet. He realized peace was never far away. It was hidden beneath the weight of his own thoughts. He bowed deeply and said, "Master, now I understand. The world outside cannot give me peace. It begins inside when I learn to let go." The monk smiled. As Arjun walked down the hill, the sky turned golden with sunset. The basket was empty, but his heart was full. He no longer carried the weight of yesterday or the fear of tomorrow. He was living, finally, in this moment. If you like this story, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends. And remember, sometimes peace is not something we find, but something we uncover when we finally stop carrying the unnecessary pebbles of life. See you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay calm and stay peaceful.